Now, about the All-Americans, the Pro Bowl players, our sports correspondent Greg Gumble now joins us to tell us about a young man who really defies so many odds in football.
It truly is amazing, too, Kathleen. This is a story that was originally headed for CBS Sports that we thought you'd like to see. The college football season is, of course, history now. Most of the heroes and their feats are recorded for posterity. Most, but not all. There's one athlete as tough and as courageous as any in the land, and you've probably never heard of him until now.
Meet Dave Stevens, 23 years of age, and plays football for Augsburg College in Minnesota. Dave is a thalidomide victim, the drug taken by his mom while she was pregnant, and Dave was born without legs. But he decided a long time ago a disability wasn't going to stop him.
There's a word in my vocabulary that is non-existent, and that's can't. I think I'd be lying if I didn't say that I've wondered what it would be like to have legs. I don't know what it's like or what it would be like. I can only dream, and you know, if you sit around daydreaming all the time, it's not going to get you anywhere. You got to go out and do.
And he has. Back in high school, Dave developed into a champion wrestler, just one of the several sports you'll find him playing, and playing well. But it was football that posed a special challenge to Dave, a challenge that he literally met head on.
When he was a young kid, you know, and all his buddies were all playing, and, you know, there wasn't much he could do, I'm sure, and then he just said the heck with it and went out and did it.
Come up under center and you look out and there's nobody there. You just see the middle linebackers, and you just figure you can just run right up the gut after them.
It's always kind of tense for me, though, because sitting in the stands, there's always people around me, and they're all talking about him.
People can talk all they want. It means little to a young man who has confronted and defeated the difficulties that Dave Stevens has. The highlight of his college football career came in an exhibition game against an all-star team in Australia 1 year ago. Watch this amateur video closely of an extra point attempt. Dave takes a bad snap, but completes a pass for a two-point conversion, at once scoring points for his team and for disabled athletes everywhere.
I was talking to one of the offensive players, and I just glanced up when somebody said, "Oh my gosh," and there was the ball up in the air. And I said, "How'd we do that?" And he said, "Stevens threw it." I said, "Oh," and it was. He did.
I'll never forget that feeling, because it was, at that moment, I think, I was an athlete that no one can ever take away that. I completed a pass. I'd done something that I dreamed about forever. Probably when I become a grandparent, it'll be the winning touchdown that won the game for us when we had the world championship on the line.
Dave knows his football career ends with college, but he's not getting out of sports. He wants next to be a TV sports commentator. Just another challenge, easily met.
It's been an incredible ride, and I'm sorry to see it end, but I've got to go on to different things. There's nothing that I have to prove anymore to myself or anyone. I know I can do it.
Good game, guys. Yeah. Good game. Nice job. Nice job. Good game, man. Nice job, guys.
Well, he said Dave's football career is over now, but there is one more thing he says he would like. He says he hopes to be invited to an NFL training camp. And if you think about it, it would be a very nice gesture for some NFL team. He knows he's not going to make the team, but he'd just like to be there, out working with the guys. And if you ever want to talk about a true definition of courage, I think Dave Stevens is the man.
I find it interesting that he uses a prosthesis when he walks, but he doesn't on the football field. Do you know of any athletes who use prosthesis on the field at all?
No, I do not. That's not to say that there aren't any, you know, some at some collegiate level or so. I would think that mobility is the key there, though.
And it really cuts down on the mobility, so it's easier for him not to use it.
Yeah, definitely. But he's an amazing story, isn't he?
He sure is. Greg Gumble, thank you.
You bet.
It's now 12 before the hour. Harry?